Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Lunch Hour. I am Ranger J, 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you all aboard. What is this you're asking? What is this lunch hour thing about event persona? Well, what it is we just hang out with you guys for the next hour, hour and a half. Actually, going to be a lot of streaming today, but let's just get through the lunch stream, then we'll take it from there. Actually, we're going to be doing a lot of streaming for the next 4 days. My life is over, but it's worth it because we're doing it for you guys. But this is where we hang out with you good folks for the next hour, hour and a half. We'll answer some questions, do a roster review, we'll hang out. It's all about having fun and having something fun to listen to during the doldrums of your workday. Whether you're listening to us live during your lunch hour or you're listening to us a little bit later on the old YouTubes, or you download us like I just lost the word I was going to look for. From iTunes, Jesus Christ, a podcast. However you're doing it, then we're glad to have you aboard. So we'll try to keep you entertained as much as we can. And if you do have questions, the way this kind of works is we'll do what we do. We'll do a roster review. If you have questions, go ahead and put those in there, and we'll scoop those up. Make sure you put the word question in front of your statement. It just helps us scoop it up with the software we use. And we don't want to make sure we don't miss your question. So keep us on our toes and make sure we're doing it right. Let's introduce everybody that'll be here. We got a lot of people today, so let's just dive right in and introduce everyone. We've got, of course, the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman here.
I'm in Twinkie withdrawal.
Oh, Jesus. All right, moving on from that ridiculousness. Also joining us here is the man of many, many, many names, but you all know him as El Patrono del Domo Grande Pull Boy Curio.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, Lord Grande Verga Patron, coming at you with another lunchtime stream that I had nothing to do with making, but will take full credit for. I crack myself up.
I just listening to you. I know. I don't know.
I crack myself up every time.
It doesn't get old. That's all I gotta say. Also joining us.
It's time for another top 10 of Grande Patron nicknames.
It's time for another top 10 Grande Patron videos that I had nothing to do with creating, but I will take full credit for.
Someone that doesn't need to do all that nonsense, of course, scooping up your questions and monitoring chat, is the one and only Sanely Red.
Chubukaki.
That's perfect coming from the back door scene, man.
Yes, it is. God, he was out of control yesterday. Just donated so much money. I didn't know what to do with myself. I think it was just so to hear Finn say Chewbacca.
How much did he donate?
It was a lot.
I have to count, but it was somewhere around 100.
No, it was way more than that.
Like closer to like 200.
Yeah, it was crazy. Chubukake.
Thank you, Chubukake. That was
oh my god,
awesome.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. Between that and the meth joke I did, I think everybody had a good time last night. So, good old Harry Carey coming through with the methamphetamines. Of course, that voice you hear, of course, is Grim. The mechanic is here.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Grim. Also,
I'm actually feeling loads better today.
You sound better. You sound better. Also joining us, getting over his sickness, is the one and only Mike Hunt from across the pond in good old jolly England.
Welcome to the BBC World Service. Tonight we'll be discussing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, right. A lovely game for ages 6 to 925.
Aye.
No, we're not doing the pirate crap, Finn. Get out of here. It's English. If you can't do an English voice, shut your hole. Also join us, last but not least, bringing it all together. Somewhere my young apprentice is throwing him around the room is, of course, Silo Takedown.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Are you at work or at the hizzy?
Oh, I'm at the house. Yeah, I got a little man. We're just hanging out.
Oh, right, my apprentice.
I be needing some treats.
Shut up, Finn. We are talking to my apprentice.
That's my British accent. I don't know why.
That's not even close to a British accent, you mongoloid. What are you doing?
What? Listen carefully. I be needing some tea and
That's a pirate voice. Jesus.
Well, technically.
No, technically, schmeckily. Get the hell out of here. Stop it. I take my voices very seriously. So when I do voices and things, so don't even be dicking around with me on that crap.
See, I draw a line there and say, well, the words were English. The accent wasn't, but the words were well done.
Too right, you Mike.
Hooray!
Ah,
I'm officially English.
there you go.
English, Finn.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, you old fagger.
Oh, so sixes and sevens, yo.
My daughter just arrived in the car and did a brilliant impersonation
what?
of me.
Who? What? Who? Which one? Oh, God.
Yeah,
I be going outside.
No, stop it. All right, you're on a timeout. Go take your Play-Doh and your crayons with Grande over there.
That was English.
No, that's wrong. All right.
It's a bushel of apples.
That's right, Andrew Sweeney. That is why Finn doesn't run the D&D campaign. Like, you run into a gnome. Arr! You run into a dwarf too. Arr! You run into an elf. Hello.
You run into an orc.
Yeah, you run into an orc. Hello, how can I help you? Why are you trespassing into my
Hello, you
lands?
have stumbled across my orc landscape.
Thank you for calling. IBM call center.
Awesome. All right, before we get to the roster review, I did have one of our fans send me some questions he wanted me to kind of hit with us, and I didn't want to forget. So this is from our good friend Suicide Squad, big fan of the show, and he had a couple questions. And one of the questions was, and I'm going to throw this out to the panel, like, what did we think happened in the Walmart Google offer they had last year that started in October and lasted till January when where with every Google card purchase you got whatever Ray shards, something like that. But we didn't get that this year.
Well, that has nothing to do with CG or EA.
No.
So those are all promotions started by Google and like Apple.
Yeah.
And they do stuff with EA and CG and basically contract that if you do these, then things happen. There's really, this is all, and this is part of the reason why we see stuff happening with Google and Android and not happening with Apple. Mm-hmm. Which is that Apple is a little bit more frugal with regards to doing these kind of promotions. Google was a little bit open. So the question for that is more directed toward Google and why they're not doing something this year with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or their Android cards. And chances are it's because there's no movie right now.
Didn't they do something similar with like Kylo Ren and like
they said that, so 15 they didn't do anything with Rogue One that I remember because there was a lot of other stuff going on, but the main movies,
Boba Fett.
But so Google will jump in on the movies. I'm sure Walmart will get involved. I mean, they'll figure it out and everything. But yeah, that's why there's nothing like that this year because there's no movie. That's a great point, Finn. Second question you had was in the last set of. Oh, did you want to say something? Who said something? Silo?
Yeah. Wasn't it? Didn't they also do something similar with Kylo Ren and Boba Fett early on in the game, like for those outside promotional offers, right? Like if you were like buying gift cards.
Yeah, if you got something, I think when the game first came out, they had the original song. I think something for the original Gangster.
Well, they've done a lot of different promotional things.
Well, yeah, we had
they did an
C3
Ewok, and this was the first thing I spent money on.
Oh, yeah. No,
don't forget the Ewoks with Apple when they were doing it for like the charity for the I can't remember what it was. It wasn't the World Wildlife Federation. It was something else. And they had like this whole Ewok thing where you could get Ewok shards and donate to like a charity related to something Apple related. So like these are all sponsored by. We mentioned this several times. CG is the company that's developing the game. They have their bosses. Their bosses include EA, Disney, Apple, and Google. And there's probably some others because you also can probably include Lucas. I mean, there's a lot of voices that are coming at CG telling them what they need to develop. And really, CG are programmers. I mean, they're trying to coordinate and manage all these different requests by all these different people. But ultimately, they're only creating the game. And so a lot of these things that you guys are asking for with regards to all these special things where if you buy something outside of the game, you get a benefit in the game is all initiated from people outside of CG. And then it just kind of trickles down where now if you buy an Android card, you can get this bonus because they're trying to use the Star Wars Galaxy platform as a way to generate more income for their
Mike,
Android
mute yourself. I swear. Wind tunnel, turn signal,
I think it's also a great way to like advertise the game outside of the game, right? Like so, like say you're a Star Wars fan, you see the gift card, you see the advertisement for the game with the gift card, regardless whether it's Apple or iTunes or Google Play. I think it's just a good outside marketing strategy to get people to start the game, and you get this character too when you start the game, and it kind of like is an introduction, template for people to start off spending a couple bucks and get an early advantage right away. Something like that.
All right. He also goes on. I got a lot of ray shards from that promo, which helped out with gear and extra crystals, etc. And the last set of KOTOR, like T3 was brought in at first. Google only, because they do that. Would they do that again with something from this set? I don't think they're going to do anything more with Google until they get another movie, but bro. And then the last part is, because of offers like this from Google, was there any backlash from iPhone users? I don't think there was any backlash. There was some grumblings. Remember with the K2SO thing and other things of that nature? People were like, upset about it, but it wasn't. There wasn't a backlash. Yeah,
but they changed everything now. Yeah. Now you can cross-platform. So this wasn't available, and now you can cross-platform. So who the hell cares?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
iTunes users can get the same thing that Google users can. It's just a quick 1, 2, 3 setup on another emulator.
The ones that get screwed are actually Google, like Android users, because there aren't a lot of I'll say legit Apple emulators. There's a lot of Android ones. There aren't a lot of Apple. And so if they ever create an Apple exclusive thing, Android users are going to have a hard time finding a way to get it unless they have an iPhone, an iPad, a Mac, or something.
Any Apple product,
Yeah, some Apple product, because the emulators just aren't as prevalent as the Android ones. So potentially Android users could get screwed as a result of this.
But can you transfer your account, right? Like, can you transfer your Google Play account to an Apple device like that, or no?
Well, yeah, again, but you need an Apple device. So either you need a friend that has an Apple device that'll let you kind of create a Game Center account, and then you can do that, or you need to get your own. I mean, it's a lot more difficult for an Android user to get onto an Apple device than it is an Apple user to get onto an Android, because all the emulators, I shouldn't say all, majority of the emulators are all Android based. So it's fairly easy to get your account onto an Android platform, not the other way around.
Word.
Right.
Well, it might be also, since C-3PO is coming out, there's already a lot of anal going on right there, as Warrior pointed out this morning.
His analist.
Poor Warrior. He needs to stop using that word.
Dude, when I logged in this morning, and he's like, "Oh, why are people into that?" I'm all, okay. How'd we start this conversation? And then I saw a picture of his video, how YouTube cut off the end of his thumbnail and put the timestamp for how long his video was, and it covered up the last of analysis.
Yeah. And then the same thing with Mobile Gamer and him earlier.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our roster reviews. I take another Ewok to 11. God, these black golden balls, man, they're going to be the death of me on this. And they're just, there's only one way to get them, really. It's the Guild store and the 375 for 25. They're nowhere else. It's driving me absolutely bonkers, because I needed 250 total to take pretty much the Ewoks to 11. I need 2 more for Wicket, 1 more for Elder, and then 1 more for Tebow. I'm like, God damn. I just did Papalo to Gear 11. I'm like, can y'all cut a brother a break? God damn. Jesus, that's a ton of black balls.
Shard Shop, how you doing on Shard Shop?
Oh, yeah, but they're just never in there. I buy them when they're there. Shard currency is not a problem, but I'm just, it's like, nope.
Well, if you don't mind spending the crystals too, you can refresh it twice a day. And
I don't want to do
get
that.
A little push.
I've had no luck with that. I've learned my lesson on that one. It's like,
I just bought 15 of them from the Guild store.
Yeah, I just had 5, so I'm like, okay, I'll take those, and then I just got 30 total. So I just took Papalo to Gear 11. So I'm like, okay, he's done. Chirper's Gear 11. I just got to get these other 3 turds, but it's like black ball, black ball, black ball, black ball. What the hell? What the?
You still need like 300 of them.
It's 300 total.
Yeah.
And 2 of them go on Wicket. He'll be the last one, because if I can get the other 4 to 11 and Wicket's just missing those, I'm like, well, there's not much else I can do. So I think I'm just gonna. And the drop rate when you farm them is god awful. Oh my god, it really suck. Maybe get some double drops or something. I can go, please.
Mate, you sorted. There's 3 of them in the crystal shop.
And another one's too, the Fleet 5C. That's the 20 energy hard node for fleet. Like when you're done with your fleet farm.
Yeah, I mean they're there. I've got it open. It's just. But I'm still sticking to the plan. I'm still working on mission and T3 and Zalbar and Zalbar 67 out of 100, mission 74 out of 100. She'll be done soon. Then it's just taking T3. He won't be hard. It'll be quick. So it's like, son of a, god damn it. All right, I'm doing all I can for you folks. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But good lord. All right, we got a roster review today. We're doing Obo 2's profile, and he is sipping gin and juice. Laid back with his mind on his money and his money on his mind. Little old Snoop Dogg reference. All right. What is Obo looking for there, Dr. Finn? I saw it was a couple things, 3 to be exact, that he was looking for.
Yep. So one thing really quick. You did spell Squeets correctly, just so you know.
Shut up, Finn.
Well, he wrote it. He wrote Squeets. I'm telling him he spelled it correctly.
Oh, God.
So... his main priority is team development. So we'll look at his roster and see where he should go. He is free to play starting in April, so he's a fairly new player.
1.4 GP.
1.4 mil. Yep.
Doing well in arena.
Making some good progress. So he said he's slowly wrapping up some legendary farms. Wants to know how we can improve in Squeets. So that's the first thing. That's where he said most of his crystal incomes comes from fleet, so he wants to stay on top of that and then improve in squad arena. So we'll look at that. Mods, what sets he should be focusing on and what he can do to optimize, and then a basic strategy, because he's currently spending 300 crystals a day in missions, and then as many as 100 refreshes as I can on the hard nodes. So Jolie, and he's farming a bunch of different characters. So we'll look at his roster and figure out.
Well, let's go through legendaries. He's got CLS and Journey 2, Palpatine Thrawn. Grandmaster Yoda, 7-star, good. Commander Luke. Chewbacca, 7. No, that's veteran. Damn, I got excited for a second. All right, so let's focus on...
So he just said he just finished veteran Chewie, so...
Okay, so we got JTR. She's looking solid. Scavenger Ray's done. Where's Finn? Finn's 7 stars. Good. So you've got what you need for JTR. That's 1. Let's look at your bounty hunters. Let's see here. Is it bounty hunters? And my phone's...
So he has a 7-star Boba, Dengar, Greedo, and Cad Bane, and has a 5-star Bosk. So still working on Bosk. Once you get Bosk done, you'll be ready. Does he have any Chewie at all? Because I see 5 stars. I'm guessing no, but let me check. Yeah, no Chewie. So it looks like you should be able to get the 5-star Chewie, which is a definite good first step.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't know where you're at with. I don't know where I don't know where he is with his Bosk.
5-star.
No, but I mean how close he is. How many into 5-star he is?
Oh yeah. But minimally, he'll get Chewie unlocked at the event at the end of this month,
which will
right?
be good.
Because
he's got to what, January 20, so 14 days.
Yeah, but if he already has a 5-star, so potentially he can get a 6-star, but he has the unlock, which is always
good.
Kind of
so there's Chewie. Now let's look at that's 1. JTR we know is covered, so that's 2. Let's look at Revan. Let's look at Old Republic.
And so he said he's working on those, and it's showing actually.
Just look,
making some good progress here.
Because really, you're in that stage where it's like, let's get these done. Yeah, great. Basla done with the Zeta, very nice. Jolie 6 stars. Zalbar 5 mission and T3 are where you're gonna need to start putting that Cantina energy to get it done. And I would start working on that T3 mission. If you're working on Jolie, the cool thing is once you get him to 7 stars. You can also use your ship energy towards Zalbar. That's what I did. I did Basla first, finished her. Then I did Jolie with both energies going at him. Knocked him out, no problem. Then I'm doing the same thing with Zalbar. Zalbar, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to take a little bit longer. For some reason, his drop rate is garbage. Good Lord, that dude is hard. Like 2 days ago, I had like none. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Not one goddamn shard? Really? It's like, get the hell out of here. And then mission in T3, let's start working on getting those guys up. All right, so that's Revan, so you're well on your way there. So we've got Bosk, we've got the bounty hunters keep. So we've got Boss Farm for Chewie. We've got Old Republic that we're working toward. Revan, you've got what you already need for JTR. So that's 3. Let's look at your Ewoks, my friend. See where we are with C3PO. Okay.
And he is in the chat, so
6, 5.
Yeah.
Not gonna get it. Ew, boy.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So
Yeah.
I mentioned this yesterday.
I was getting excited for him. I'm like, all right, we're 3 for 3. Let's get one more, homie.
So
I was like,
C3PO has a really interesting kit, but I think his one issue is going to be trying to find where he goes as a character.
Yep.
It's a really good overall kit. The problem is it's not one that's plug and play. You get a little ability here for Rebels, you get another thing here for Resistance, you get another thing for Galactic. The only one it synergizes with is Ewoks. And
R2.
I don't think it's going to make Ewoks any kind of arena meta. And with what they are, they're going to become stronger in territory war offense, but you have other things to focus on. So I would not get distracted by the Ewok shiny that's currently out and continue focusing on your Revan farm.
No, keep on Revan, keep on. We know the Chewie event's coming, so stay on Boss like a madman. And then you've already got what you need when the JTR event comes around. So that's really 3 good, solid characters. Now, the caveat I'll say with 3PO is that one thing, I agree with you about the Ewok thing, Finn. I was kind of re-looking at the kit last night, and there's a lot of synergy with R2. And I think R2 with 3PO in a JTR team resistance or a CLS team is kind of where I'm thinking with that synergy because of what he already brings to them.
Well, the problem with that is that where's your healer? Where's your tank? Right? I mean, you're going into
JTR is you don't need a healer. Now, Rebels, it becomes a problem. This is where I agree with you 1,000%, Grande, because what's the team you want to run? You want to run CLS, Chewie, and Han, right? Then you put 3PO and R2 in. You don't have a healer, and you don't have a tank. So it's like
Chewie's a healer.
Chewie's a healer.
Well, technically.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I don't know.
He's only gonna heal the 2 with guard, right?
Uh-huh.
He doesn't heal the other 2 not with guard, and so you're basically what you're basing it on is we're gonna reverse taunt with R2, and who are we putting it on? OG Han? Really? CLS? I mean, if the other team's got a lot of DPS or they're a control type team, they're going to control your CLS. So it doesn't work very well. You get stunned and isolated or something, or fractured, and all of a sudden, that whole plan went to crap on defense and potentially even on offense. And I'm going to tell you, even in a JTR squad, which you talked about earlier, which is going to be JTR, BB-8, R2, 3PO, and who? Rey? Maybe?
No.
Holdo?
Yeah.
Holdo? So at this point, your damage dealers are JTR, BB-8, and R2. Those are your damage dealers. Which means you have to mod C3. You have to mod R2D2 correctly for crit chance and potentially for crit damage, and you have to mod Holdo, and you have to mod for crit chance, even though she's a tank. And she's your healer, so your tank is your healer.
Well, BB-8 does with his stuff too when he's Illuminated Destiny.
But I'm just right with Illuminated Destiny. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just saying we don't typically recommend that someone is running around pimping a Gear 11, Gear 12 Holdo, right? I mean, I'm not saying
Gear 11, she's fine. It's the star level because you need the star level with her to be because her armor is so awful. It doesn't counteract. It doesn't get into the decent range until she's 7-star Gear 11.
I don't agree. I mean, I do agree with you about Gear 11. I'm just saying for most people's rosters we look at, we're not saying.
No, I'm just saying in general. If you don't have her, you don't have her. But I mean,
to me, it almost seems like C-3PO goes on an Ewok team.
Oh, that's where he shines the most. And I was just thinking about, with the synergy with R2, where could he be effective? I don't think Rebels on offense, I mean, depending on which team you're facing, but it didn't really work for me.
It almost feels like, the way this team is going to work is we're going to end up taking Low Gray off the team. Ewok
No. Low Gray is priceless on
Paplu,
Murder Bears.
Or Paplu or Ewok Elder.
Well, I would say that you could go with Chirpa. You don't need Elder. Chirpa, Paplu, and I would say Wicket.
And then Low Gray?
No, he's because with all the buffs and stuff that you're getting from R2 and especially C3PO, well, not C, but I'm just saying those
so
buffs.
You're saying
you don't need Paplu.
Throw R2 and C3PO on an Ewok team.
I'm thinking it would be a great team because those characters.
I don't think I would do that.
I don't.
R2 provides nothing.
I don't agree with that.
I actually think you split up C3PO and R2.
Yeah.
C3PO goes on the Ewok.
No, you can do that. I'm not saying it's the be all end all thing, guys. Jesus Christ.
No. I think the problem is though, Ranger, the R2 doesn't really provide anything really for the Ewoks.
Correct.
Like his number crunch is all specific to the same factions that C3PO has, except for the Ewoks. And
well,
so
I'm just thinking teams.
Other teams.
I think it's the first dual synergy we actually say you should probably split up. Like you're never going to see them together on the same team.
Unless you go the Rebel route, but the Rebel teams have their own kind of niche right now after Chewie was introduced.
Right.
I think C-3PO may have had more legs with the Rebel team if Chewie wasn't.
The other thing too is we've got to see what C-3PO's health and protection looks like.
See, that's the thing too that I keep telling people is that we don't know his speed, we don't know any of his stats, and that's a huge thing.
Because if you put C-3PO on a Rebel team, and all of a sudden you can't get guard on CLS. It don't work, right?
Yeah.
It don't work. I mean, because we're all rocking, maxed out G12 plus 5 or G11, CLSs. So you've got a really maxed one, and potentially, if it's hard to get C3PO to have more HP than CLS, we're screwed. We're really screwed.
Nope.
So,
well, I see 3PO possibly being used with with clones and GK.
Oh no.
Because his stuff works for the Galactic Republic too, and R2 is Galactic Republic as well.
Yeah, but the clones are so weak sauce. I like your thinking on that, Graham, but it's just. I would love for clones to be really good, but they just, besides Rex and Fives, God.
The other thing too is what makes GK really work. GK
his beard
turns first of all, it's a lot of defense, but it also turns healers into AoE assisters, right? It's the reason why if you were going to run that team, Barris makes sense. It's the reason why if you were going to run that team, regular Ahsoka Tano makes sense.
There's a lot of, but there's so much out there. So let's get back to the roster review. So Ewoks are out.
So for all those things we just said, Ewoks are fine, but you don't have to necessarily worry about C-3PO yet. We don't know where he's going to end up.
We have no idea.
Yeah, just kind of continue with where you're at. I think you're working well on the Old Republic right now.
Yeah, you got what you need.
So just keep on pushing on that, and I think you're pushing in a very good place right now.
Yeah, you're going for Revan. You're going for Chewbacca. You're going to get Rey. That's a good way to be farming right now, brother. I mean, you're not even 1.5 million. You get those three characters. Jesus, you get Revan at your level on your shard. Have fun.
GG. Yeah. All of a sudden, you're going to go from the low hundreds, high, double digits to the low double digits.
Well, he's at 36 now with an EP lead. He'll go probably top 10.
Oh,
if
top
he gets
5
Revan.
easily. We just got to check his mods, and then that's the next thing I think we need to look at, right, Finn?
Yeah,
ships,
we have to look
right?
at his.
We'll do ships, but let's look at mods. Ships will be the one we'll finish with, but I think since we're talking characters, let's talk about mods.
All right, so
I know, Grande, you love ships. Just come on, buddy. Come on, hang in there, buddy.
I love mods too. So
I know you do. I know you. What do you love more, mods or ships?
Oh, probably right now it's probably ships. I would say ships is more fun, but mods are a very close second. I mean, he's got his arena team ready to go. All of his top mods are on his arena team, or they're on CLS.
Very nice. Yep.
I mean, everything he's got is sitting on.
Yeah, it's very well focused. The only thing I see in terms of a gap, because he was asking what he should farm, they're all pretty much health.
And we need speed.
So we need to start getting some speed.
Potency wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah, but speed and crit damage, those 4-piece bonuses, those ones in particular. Offense you can go for now. It has a lot more legs since the mods 2.0 or 3.0, however you want to look at it, since it's come out. But crit damage and speed are two that I think you should start farming, with speed kind of being the priority because that often will determine your arena success. If you can't find a pure counter to something like Revan, having really good mods to compensate is what you need to do. So speed mods, I think, is where you're looking next. I like the fact that there are not a lot of 6Es. I'm not seeing 6Es. I like that. It means you've been taking up your 5As. I see a lot of 3s and 4s on your gold mods, which means that you've been kind of focusing on slicing up the ones that have the blue 3s or the purple 4s. I'm actually not seeing a single blue 3 or purple 4 or purple 3. So you have focused on the mods that have gotten you high secondary. So you are at the point where I would say just start farming mods. You don't have anything major to slice right now, so start farming speed mods. That's where I would say you're at.
I agree.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Speed, and more speed. Here's the thing with you have mostly a dark side focused arena team, and with mostly a dark side, most dark side characters need like speed and potency, speed and crit chance, speed and defense, right? For whatever reason, those characters, majority of them, end up with a speed set and a secondary set. Most offensive characters seems like you can kind of play around with them, especially Empire and Sith. For whatever reason, Empire and Sith seem to do better with that.
Warriors Live, that turd.
Yeah,
probably slated his analyst.
I know. I'm not. I figured he. I mean, we know Warrior's schedule is sometimes hard for him to stream at all.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just giving him a hard time because of the anal thing. The anal thing cracked me up. I saw that on Facebook yesterday, and I would just crack it up like, so Warrior. Oh God, it's so funny. I didn't think about it until someone put it out. Like, oh come on. All right. Let's see here. Ships. Let's look at his ships. So far, you are doing a really good job with your roster here, my friend. Let's see here.
Looks like he's working on Hound's Tooth. Because it's 5-star.
Really good job with his ships. Yep, he's got Hounds. He even has Poe unlocked, Finn, so there's that.
Yay!
I mean, for his... He's got all the capital ships at 6 stars. I mean, for your level, that's phenomenal, dude. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, from the looks of it, he's using Chimera because, you're 12 strong.
Yeah. I mean, brother, I don't know how you're doing.
Let's look at his ability. Oh, wait.
What?
I don't think he's using Chimera. I think he's using Executrix.
That's okay.
Because the abilities on his Chimera are level 1.
So you're right. 63. Sorry.
So he is using Executrix, and then immediately what I noticed about Executrix is that the ultimate Imperial Assault is not maxed out. So that should be where you need your next prestige, because at AoE you really need it to kill stuff. So that would be the next thing I would say to focus on.
Work on getting his Chimera up. I mean, his Chimera's 6-star and he's got Gear 12 Thrawn. It'll be faster and hit harder than the Executrix will if he can get all the skills done.
Yeah.
And get it to level 85. It'll be better than an Executrix.
I agree. I really like what you've done here in the direction you've gone with your ships. You've got Houndstooth 5 stars. You got Silencers done. Boba Fett 6 stars. Advance is 6 stars. TIE Fighter is done. Biggs is done. This is a really good job, bud. I don't know what lineup you're running, but you're well in front of the curve. Soldier's done. God, see, this is the shit I like to see when a new player gets in there, and you can tell that they've done their research and they've done their homework and they're farming the right shit, because you look at the roster and you're like, okay, and that's no knock on anybody else. They just did not have the information going in, so they're farming stuff. And it's like, okay, let's get you in a different direction. But I can tell he's done his homework.
Someone's been paying attention when they watch the
God
show.
damn it, they really have.
Now, no, what were we talking about?
Well, what's his lineup?
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if you read his chat, but he said he's saving up 600 prestige to finish up Executrix. He just needs a 7th star. Yeah.
Sure.
So good job,
Nick. You were on top of it like a blue bonnet.
Nice.
Yeah,
you didn't have to make me yell about Poe and everything. Like I'm loving it.
He knew. He probably just unlocked it just so you'd shut the hell up, Finn. I don't blame him. Yeah, brother. I mean, you're doing it the right way. You're on the path for Revan, JTR, and Chewbacca. I mean, your ships look solid. Your overall lineup, I can tell you're farming the right things. You're doing it right, brother. I don't know what to. I mean, stick with kind of what we said, which looks like you're already doing anyway. So, I mean, finish up your ships, finish up that advance. Advance is really going to take you far. Boba Fett's a great reinforcement. Bosk, you can use in your starting lineup or as a reinforcement. I'd probably recommend starting lineup. Yeah, God, it's a good lineup.
Once you gear him up, yeah.
But yeah, just keep doing your farms on your ships. And the fact that the most impressive thing is that he's got these 6 capital ships at 6 stars, and he's only 1.4 million GP. That's pretty damn good.
Yep. It's very, very well focused. Now, when you're looking at your ships, figure out where you want to go ultimately with your ships. Ranger's been talking about Houndstooth, so obviously Boss needs gear and all of that kind of stuff. But if you want to look at particular other ships, make sure you do start working on them, because some of them are good characters as well. Geos, for example, the Soldier and the Spy are not great characters, but Sunfac is a good plug-and-play tank, especially at your GP. He can be put in and made very annoying for people to kill if they don't know how to deal with Sunfac. And his ship is also one of the better reinforcement ships, because you basically get a double stun and kind of an auto taunt in order to help, as long as they have a buff. And if you're facing other Chimera ships, once Chimera does that heal, every ship will have a buff. And so Sunfac has a lot of value in Fleet Arena. You know my stance on Poe. So you have Poe unlocked and all of that. Poe is actually a really good character as well, under a Zeta Finn lead. Not saying to Zeta Finn, I don't think you have that right now. Yeah, you don't have that one right now. So if it's something you're going to consider later on, you're going to need to make sure that your Poe is well geared, and you need to make sure he's fast, because that's what the team kind of runs on. So they're both good characters, Sunfac and Poe, that I think could help you with your current GP. You've kept your GP very lean. I do like that.
Yes.
You have a lot of level 1, gear 1 characters. You just have them unlocked. You left them there.
Perfect.
So you're a very good 1.4, and it looks like you have some that are gear 8 and stuff, but you're working on pushing them up. So everything is going to go. I think you're in a good place right now with all of that.
I am very impressed. Very impressed indeed. Grande, any final thoughts?
I mean, it looks great, man.
I agree. And if you have any more questions, I was going to say Obo. I think it's Nick in the chat, right?
Yes,
if you have,
Nick in the chat.
Nick, if you have questions, you know where to find us in Discord. And if you have, and we'll answer any of your questions as you move along. You're doing a great job. And for anybody else who would like a roster review, all you need to do is just send your GG page to Dr. Finn Medicine Woman. We'll add you to the queue. When your time comes, we'll send you a message here in 4 weeks. It's for about a month.
Let me make sure we covered everything too, because he was asking about farming, what he should do with his farms too.
He's stick with what he's doing. We already know he's going for the legendaries and
yeah. So he's farming Zalbar, Jolie, Bosk, the Django, Houndstooth node, Wicket, Elder, Sabine, and Resistance Trooper.
No,
I have no issue with any of those.
No, I don't either. I mean, just let's. The only thing I'm suggesting is that you take your finish up your Jolie with the ship energy. It'll really help you get it knocked out quicker. Because I think Revan may come back in January or February, so I'm just trying to get you ahead of the curve, bro. But you're whatever you're doing, that's just a suggestion. If you're on it, so I wouldn't. Your farming strategy is perfectly fine with me. So there you go. But if you do want one, just send it to Dr. Finn. Make sure he responds, and we will get you in the queue, and we'll let you know before your roster review comes up when we're doing it. And that's all we need to say about that. And then someone asked me a question here in chat. Can I show my Arena Matches Ranger? I think you're going against one of my shard mates. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, we're going to do a live show for the Grand Arena here after this one, so, I mean, you'll get some more of it afterwards. Who's that for? Daniel Salazar?
Since we're going to do another stream afterwards, Ranger, where we're going to be doing our Grand Arena, do you want to do something fun for the stream now?
Yeah, we can.
So I can share my camera on Skype if you want to show it. I got I like Magic the Gathering and all that kind of stuff, and we're trying to figure out a way to get it to stream. Target has 10% off on all trading cards and stuff. So I bought 3 packs of Magic cards. So I figured I'll open the packs, and we can see what cards and stuff I get while we answer questions.
That's what you want to do? That's the big reveal?
Yeah, let's open Magic cards. We haven't opened Magic cards on this. I haven't done a Magic card opening for a while, so figured what
Well, show it on Skype, damn it. Hurry up.
Yeah, it is. What's up?
No, it's not. I'm not seeing it.
I have it as my camera.
Oh, rest in pepperoni's my bandwidth.
What's wrong? Are you sharing your screen?
It's on. Yeah, it's my camera. It's showing. It should be showing.
I see it. I see 3 packs upside down, but I do see 3 packs.
There they are. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Focus.
See?
Finn, are you losing weight? Your hands got skinny.
Aw.
No, they still look plumpy.
All of a sudden, I saw like regular man hands and not like hobbit hands.
I've got hobbit hands. I don't care how much weight I lose. I will always have hobbit hands. I mean, they're strong as hell. I mean, I can bend shit with these. But I've got small hands.
That's all I'm saying. The hobbits were strong. Everybody said they were stronger than they looked.
So
the hobbits are going to Isengard. Isengard.
All right,
okay.
Sanely,
do we have questions ready?
Yeah, we got it ready.
All right. We can start questions. I'm going to open packs. So these are Magic the Gathering cards. For those of you that haven't seen them before, it is a card game where you collect cards.
Which version is it?
You play them, you create decks and stuff. And Loki plays it a lot more than I do. I play them, but I haven't been as active lately, and so we're slowly working with it. So
which version is this? Reva something?
Oh, the packs that I'm opening are called Guilds of Ravnica. Ravnica, sorry.
Guilds of Ravnica.
Ravnica,
okay,
yeah. So, and these are on sale in Target right now, so it's been pretty cool. So, so I'll look through the cards. The cards usually have a bunch of commons, and the way that you know that they're common is if you look in if you can see the symbol.
I'm going to try to see if I can get it. You don't have to get that close, Finn, because it blurs.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see, but there's a little symbol right on this side here.
Autofocus.
On the other side of this, I'm trying to see if I can touch it there. Right by my finger, there's a symbol, and that symbol is black. That means it's a common. If it's silver, it's uncommon. If it's gold, it's a rare, and then you get the legendaries that can be like an orange color.
You can do magic.
And for those of you who don't know, Finity is a Sicilian godfather. That's why he wears a ring on his index finger.
That's right.
Oh, God.
For those of you who didn't know that.
Okay, so I'm going to go directly to the rare.
Science,
okay,
man.
I'm going to go directly to the rare.
Yes, this is all we care about.
This is the rare stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and answer questions too, sanely. So I'll keep opening packs and looking up the prices.
Yeah, they want to know where our Star Wars Galaxy Hero content is.
No, other people are saying Magic. You're reading the one comment asking about it. The one we're making this. We're just doing some other stuff. We'll answer Galaxy of Heroes questions though. So if you have it, go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
Tangent Revolution. Question: can those of us still grinding to level 85 get a little sympathy for completely losing out on Territory Wars rewards this month?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what they do, because they said they're going to implement it somehow into the Grand Arena rewards.
Keep opening packs, Finn.
I'm looking up the price of this card.
Do it later.
This is the rare card, and apparently this card is like $1.
Great.
Not even. Okay, so this was a crappy rare. That was a crappy rare. All right. Next question.
Chewy, question: doesn't it seem like C-3PO can potentially bring back a lot of old metas back to relevancy?
We don't know yet.
Possibly.
Potentially, he also makes a raid team under Akbar lead. Just Throwing that out there.
And what do you
there
mean
were some-
relevancy is the other question. Because relevancy is what? I don't think it's going to become meta arena. McVenom, you should be getting magic cards too.
You've made
Venom
her
saying nerd
very,
stuff.
very, very mad, Finn.
Saying it's
Why did I
nerd,
let you talk me into this?
nerd
Do you
shit.
believe in magic? Well, I hope you do.
No,
Okay.
Grande,
Because
please.
Infinity's
Grande,
opening a pack for
no, please
you.
don't.
All right, so these are my tokens. So I ordered a bunch of new sleeves, Nathaniel Morgan, because I'm creating a Reanimator deck. So I'm waiting for those to get here before I put it together. I don't have dual lands. I only have pain lands and fetch lands. So I'm waiting to get those. I have to find them. But okay. So let's see. This one is Camaraderie. This was the next one that I got. I'll look at the price and we can answer the next question.
Sith Lord 72 question: have 5 Gear 12 Ewoks and all abilities max except Logray. I only have enough purple mats and omegas to level 2 of Logray's abilities. Which 2 abilities in his kit should I do first and why?
His turn meter manipulation
Yep.
that does an AoE daze is his most important skill.
Yeah. Hands down. Sounds like Finn's
That
eating
is
candy
Let me
basic.
bar.
double check.
Well, I'm
Um,
opening
Go
the
for his
pack.
basic too.
Grande loves that. Do a basic.
The hypnotized one would be good. For the that's his first special.
And prophetic visions. That's the one
Prophetic
that gives
Visions.
all allies 20% turn meter.
Mhm.
Gives
Yep.
foresight advantage in offense up to all Ewok allies.
The call and assist with tenacity up on his basic is pretty nice. But I think you're right. I think it's his 2 specials first.
I was just waiting for Finn to.
Yep, I opened the next one. So the other one, Camaraderie, was like a 10-cent card, and so was the Erratic Cyclops. That was also 10 cents.
So we're done.
And if you
Yeah.
have a Zeta to throw away, his Zeta's actually really good if you're using Ewoks.
Yeah, but there are other Ewoks we would say first, right? We would say
Um,
Chirpa. We would
It
say
pretty much
Chirpa
turns
first.
him into
And that
Ewok
was.
Elder.
Wait a minute. You said you only had 3 pack. You son of a. You lying bastard, Finn. There's more.
I have more!
Because
God
remember,
dang.
Logray's Zeta is whenever an Ewok crits, they gain health up, and then all other Ewok allies with health up recover 10%
Oh, that's a
max.
really good point. Tangent Revolution says, question, those of us below level of 5 don't get to play in the Grand Arena, so we're missing out on the rewards altogether. That was my point. Ooh.
Yep.
Don't worry, you're not missing out on much.
No,
Yeah.
they miss out
Oh,
on
They don't get
no,
Territory
no, no,
Wars
no,
now
no.
either. Yeah, they're missing out
If
on
they're
a lot.
incorporating Territory Wars into that, then they're missing out.
Oh my god.
They're missing
Oh, look, I got a
so
Harry
much.
Potter card. It's Chaos Wand. And it's a foil. It's a shiny.
And it's worth
Yeah,
$1.
they're missing a bunch.
That's I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
No, it's bad, bro.
That's what I'm saying. This is... I don't know what they're planning on doing. It would have been so much easier if they just gave Territory War rewards at first place based on your guild GP to everybody, and then said, yeah, we'll be doing the Grand Arena stuff in addition, so you guys can get that as well. I mean, they're already giving us stuff for the holiday season, so it just seems like it would make the most sense in order to do that. So...
Yeah, Darth Vader says, quit chasing the shinies. What's the next shiny you got?
Well, this was a foil card, so it's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you can really make out that it's like a foil card, but it's shiny. I like it. So I'm trying to see how much this one is. It's a Chaos Wand, right? So you can use that to fight Voldemort. That's what you do with the wand. Let's see
shoot
how much
white
this one
stuff
is.
all over him, huh?
Yeah, shoot it all over. Core set. Let's see. Oh, $1.79. Haha. More than.
I was off by 79 cents.
Damn.
Yes, you were. All right. Next question.
Doyasan, question: are you going to win this Grand Arena with C-3PO on offense or defense? Well,
Neither, because
Because
C-3PO
won't
is
be
not
on this
eligible.
one.
right. Even though you get them during this event, you can't use them.
Yeah, that really does irk
But don't
me.
worry, he'll be in Platoons, the next TB.
I got a shiny uncommon.
And then they'll be like, oh, we're sorry, we forgot to take him out.
All right, so I got a shiny.
Actually, because he's a legendary, I think he'll go straight in, and they won't apologize for it.
Agreed. He'll go straight in, and they won't apologize.
Yep. So I got a shiny and a rare this time. So I'm gonna look up.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
A Zingy question: do you think Johanny will be vital for Jedi teams for extra team cleanse if a lot of C-3POs start popping up in Arena?
No, great. I have enough cleanses already. Good lord.
Well, you don't really need that many cleanses with Jedi anyways under Revan or Bastila. They already have a crap load of tenacity. So chances of 3PO actually sticking that are slim to none.
Yep. It's pretty,
That's why I say 3PO's kit isn't that great, man. Number one, they can be cleansed and dispelled. And number two, they can be resisted.
Finn, if you don't hurry up, I'm going to start.
I'm opening it. I have more packs, so it's okay.
After this one, no, we're not showing all those packs, Finn.
Why? I have a whole box.
Well, this is, no. No.
Okay, so this is the last one, and I'll see how much it is. This last rare was only 62 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how much this one is. Can I get some luck? I don't think so. I don't know how much this is. It probably isn't that much. Oh, $1.79. Damn it. It missed the maximum by 3 cents.
Oh, no. Well, that was Finn opening Magic the Gathering cards and got nothing for it. Well, I mean, you got some good cards. But
they're probably good cards. I'm going to see how I can implement them here. Because I'm going to start working on making some decks and stuff. If you guys play, let us know. Loki and I are working on getting Magic the Gathering kind of going on the stream. And so, yeah. No, you have to hear the crinkle, Ski Trooper. That's like the best part. The crinkle of the wrapper.
We now return you to the regularly scheduled program of Galaxy. Listen, you got to open up 6 packs, Finn.
Now, if only I had.
No, you need to open booster boxes.
Oh.
You know, go hardcore like we used to.
Hey, Grim.
How about now?
Can you see it?
What, did you buy a booster box?
Yeah, I have a box. That's where I got those last 3 packs from.
Oh, okay.
Science.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. So I mentioned Target has 10% off on boxes, right? So they have a box of booster packs, and there's 10 packs in there, and they charge $44.99 or something like that. Individually, the packs are $4.19. So I could buy 10 packs separately and have it cheaper than the box. I don't understand the pricing. It was like the stupidest pricing I'd ever seen.
Only 10 now in the booster box?
No, there's a box of 30, but Target only has the 10 ones.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, holy crap.
No, the other ones are 30. So like normal. Or 36, I should say. But the ones in Target were 10, and for some reason they charged more for the box of 10 than it was the individuals. It was kind of silly. All right.
Doyu-san, question: how many times will JVU 420 get high during the week-long Grand Arena? I'm guessing a plethora of times.
That's a good answer.
420 times.
Oh, snap. That's a lot.
2 times. Because the first time he'll do it and then forget and then it'll be the last round.
Or unless he has... But then I got high.
Then I got high.
That's really good.
Mike Brook.
From, man. He's awesome.
Mike Brook, question: I have Rogue One-ish defense team for Grand Arena. It's Jin Lead, Old Ben, K2, Cassian, Zeta, and Ahsoka Fulcrum Zeta. What y'all think?
No.
Did he say Zeta Jin? Or just Jin?
No, Zeta Cassian.
Yeah.
Cassian's
but
fine,
no Zeta Jin.
No.
Okay. So the reason I was saying that is Jin is another lead that does health and protection recovery. So with the Zeta, she might be better on offense. than defense.
I hate to say it, but I would have used SRP instead of Old Ben.
K2SO.
Well, the Old Republic, I'm sorry, Rogue One in general, it's just, they're good in pieces on different other teams, but any kind of defense, for defense, it's like,
I don't know, like I'm one to talk. I put a bunch of crap on defense this time around.
what the hell is going on outside? Some trucks backing up. It's like, what the hell?
Back it on up. Boom, boom.
Are you sure it wasn't a moose?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Back it on up. Boom, boom. Back it on up. Boom, boom. All right, next question.
Chewy, question, can you explain
that might
what
be for
not
me.
to...
AFK.
All right, next question.
Chewy, question, can you explain what not to spend your crystals on as far as shards and gear and the conversion of buying straight shards or gear with crystals versus farming?
Okay, so there's only a few pieces of gear that are worth buying for crystals. So what's that, Grande?
I said, I agree.
Yeah.
There are only a few pieces of gear which are worth buying. Part of the reason why they're worth buying, there are two things that make something worth buying. One, if the conversion rate is really good. Two, if you need a crap ton of them. Those are the two reasons why it would be worth buying something. So let's give an example. Is it worth it to buy shards? It is never worth it to buy shards for crystals. Never, ever, ever. And why is that? Because for any given character or for any given ship, you only need 330 shards. Period. That's all you need. You only need 330 shards of Nihilus. You only need 330 shards of, Palpatine. Well, you can't get him that way, but, whoever, right? But here's the thing. If you look just at golden eyeball salvage, or you look just at stun guns, or you look just at stun cuffs, here's a great example. Me at my level, I need 69 stun guns. Fully crafted stun guns. So if you look at it, that's like 2,300 stun gun salvage that I need. Which means that even though the rate is not that great, if you were going to spend on something, it would be great to spend on that. Another item that it's great to spend on are items where it would cost you more in crystals to farm it than it is to buy it. A good example of this is golden eyeball salvage.
This message brought to you by Grande and Grande.
Did I pretty much fully cover
Yeah,
it
so
there?
the black eyeballs is one. The hollow projectors. The ones that are like 300 and 270 whatever.
Here's the reason why not hollow projectors. And I'm just going to tell you this. In game, the game gives you, either through your free resets or through nodes that are worth farming, it gives you enough hollow projectors. It does. Eventually, it gives you enough hollow projectors. Just like eventually, it gives you enough omegas, and eventually, it gives you enough purples. It gives you enough. It never gives you enough golden eyeballs, ever, and it never gives you enough stun guns, ever.
I will totally disagree with you, Grande.
Well, the ones that I actually spend my crystals on is stuff that you can only get from shipments or raids.
Well, so here's the
because I always get screwed, so I have to buy them with crystals.
So let me tell you. Eventually, the game gives you enough raid gear. It does. Eventually, year 3, year 4, year 5.
Grande, you can say that about any piece of gear you want.
No, you cannot. You cannot say that about any piece of gear you want. You cannot say that about golden eyeballs, and you cannot.
If you farm the nodes that have golden eyeballs, hell yeah, you can.
I'm telling you, the amount that you need is so much higher for golden eyeball salvage and for.
If you farm the nodes that have the golden eyeballs, you can get it. It's just they're not worth it on a lot of the nodes.
Come on, there's some great nodes. Holdo's node is great. There's some great nodes for that stuff. What I'm telling you is that the game has other ways of giving you enough of these other things. You know, in other words, what's the worst pinch point? What's the worst pinch point in the game? Is the worst pinch point in the game stun guns, or is the worst pinch point in the game shower drains? I'm gonna tell you, it's like it's not blue balls either, right? It's not shards. The pinch point is not shards. The pinch point is not even zetas at some point. The pinch point is stun guns and golden eyeballs. Like,
but they're cheaper to farm.
But the thing is,
I don't know. You can get 20 of the salvage from shipments for what was it, 520 crystals?
520. It's not an awful purchase, but you can actually get it cheaper by farming them from a node.
I don't disagree with you that it's cheaper. My thing is, you need so freaking dadgum many of them that you could. I mean, look, right now, if I was just to buy vaults, just to farm for stun guns, for the stun guns that I need today, I would need to buy $1,100 in vaults, just and only buy stun guns with it in order to finish off my stun gun needed at the current gear level, because I need 69 of them.
69.
Maybe 68, 67, something like that. But what I'm saying though is that I agree with you. You buy stuff because it's a good value and because you need it. But you also buy stuff because the rarity at which you're going to get them is so low that you have to buy them in order to augment the difference. So there's two reasons to buy stuff out of the shop.
I still don't know why you're saying the shower drains is a bad buy, though.
I'm not saying it's a bad buy. All I'm saying is, at some point, if you play the game long enough, you will end up with a surplus of shower drains.
I will never end up with a surplus of shower drains, Grande. I will guarantee you.
Okay, so I haven't bought a shower drain in a year and a half. And every time some character...
Grande, how many times do we have to go through this?
Right. But all I'm saying is, we've had another 15, 20 characters introduced in the game, and I always have a shower drain ready for
Listen, Grande, we get it. You're amazing.
You have everything in the game. You have XS
We
Omega.
suck.
Stop. Not because I buy shower drains.
I'll be right back.
Not because I buy shower drains, and not because I look at shower drains and I'm like farming for shower drains. It just happens to be that I have enough because I got 3 as like the buy 3, and I you get like 3 every 4 days for credits, so you just buy them. What I'm saying though is that you can almost never buy enough golden eyeball salvage, which is a better value in the shop, and you can almost never buy enough stun guns.
I'm learning that right now. Oh, it's just a gear check, man. I mean, it goes through cycles. You know what I'm saying, Grande? Like, to get the Ewoks, I went through all my Corbantes I had hoarded, right? And then from 10 to 11, it's like, it is the golden eyeballs, But before, when I was gearing 12, because really, you don't really notice it until you start doing like I'm doing, just focusing on the Ewoks, right? Before, I was hoarding gear because I was being really smart about just one gear 12 at a time. Just focus on that gear only, right? So anything I got extra was just piling up that I wasn't focused, because gear 12 for each character is going to be different, right? So you don't really notice until you start like going all in on it.
Gear 12 is sort of different. Almost every
even from 10. Well, I'm talking from 10 to 11. Like with all these black. Right. I mean, the Ewoks, I needed 300 total. I farmed 100.
A lot of characters need golden eyeballs to go from gear 10 to gear 11. A lot of characters need stun guns to go from 10 to 11. A lot of characters to go from 11 to 12 need a freaking golden stun gun, which is an eyeball and a freaking stun gun. And we could talk about it, but there's probably
I really don't want to, because it'll just depress me, Grande. So let's
move on. But there's probably like 30 characters that need that, right? Mm-hmm. So if we say that half the characters need a stun gun at gear 10, and half the characters need a golden eyeball at gear 10, and then half the characters again need a golden eyeball and a stun gun again at gear 11, and just one. Some of them need 2, but let's just say one of each, and they need a golden, right? That puts you at every character in the game needing talking like a minimum of 2 golden eyeballs and a minimum of 2 stun guns. I mean, it's stupid insane. And so that's why I'm saying if you were going to spend money in the shipments to buy gear, I wouldn't tell someone go buy stun cuffs. And I wouldn't tell someone
Corbontian stun cuffs, no. Stun guns, yes.
Stun guns, yes, and
any of the black golden salvage, because right now
I would not say any of the black golden salvage, because some of it you get way
it's
too
all
much of.
no,
way
it's
too much.
no,
No. Yeah, you do.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Grande,
you
you're
get-
wrong. You're wrong.
No,
You're
I'm not
absolutely wrong. You're
No, I don't
absolutely
buy
wrong.
anything else. No. That freaking med pack stuff. No way! Don't tell someone to buy that stuff. You can get enough of that just for whenever it shows up in the shard shop.
They all
currency.
show up in the shard shop currency, Grande.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, the use of the golden eyeball is go look at swgoh.gg. How many?
But it's evened out because you still need the other pieces as well. So you need the data pads, you need the other stuff as well. It's not just the gold.
You don't need. You do
Some
not need
characters, like some characters, like I think Elder, it's 2 data pads. It has nothing to do with the black. You know, it's depending on the character.
I don't disagree with you. All I'm saying is that you will get more data pads at some point than you can use, and you get half of it way quicker. Go look at the number of characters that need a data pad versus the number of characters that need a golden stun gun. The numbers are astronomical, my friend. You can't farm enough. You don't get enough in the shard shop. There's no way.
There's never enough in the shard shop. God damn you, Duke! Quit stunning my Elder, you bastard. All right, let's go on to the next question. Sorry, that just pissed me off. I'm like, really?
Sith Lord 72 question: after seeing C3PO kit yesterday, what is everyone's thoughts or concerns that the new character kits are becoming too complex?
That's power creep, brother. We know, and also it's a Prime character, right? We know that Prime characters like R2-D2, like C3PO, like Chewbacca are going, and what I mean by Prime is they're supposed to span multiple genres, multiple movies, multiple whatevers. They're going to have complicated kits every time. So yeah, I don't really, and actually C3PO's kit in a lot of ways is less complicated than we've seen in the past. I mean, all of his crap is dispellable. All of it. You could cleanse it and dispel it, so you can counter him.
Yeah, I don't know about complicated. I mean, I'm still trying to finish reading Revan's leadership ability.
Oh, that's just silly. I mean, Revan's leader ability, without a doubt, is just strange.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's 3PO's kit is more convoluted than Revan's. It's more, but it's less at the same time, because some of those abilities is just straight and to the point. It's just more abilities. Revan's was like reading the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago, our founding fathers brought forth Revan to be a OP character in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Step 1, please assist in adding a Zeta to this ability where you will become, it's like, god damn. Like, okay, let me just read this. It's Shakespeare shit. Alright, next question.
Darth Rata 1972 question: anyone on the panel ticked off a bit of the canceled territory wars? I would have been guaranteed at least 8 to 12 Zetas. Now I am at the mercy of Grand Arena. Seems unfair to the high-end players. Thoughts?
I think it's unfair to both ends. I mean, what's his name brought up a great point earlier, that the people that are not even 85, right, they cannot even listen. I don't understand CG's thinking on this one, in the sense that I understand it's the holidays, but if it was a time thing, like you wanted to give us more time for the holidays, then why did you increase the Grand Arena? So they took something away that a lot of people rely on, and it's really the only thing they can do for Grand Arena, where they're going to get less rewards, because rewards have not been updated. I just checked. It's still the same crap in Grand Arena. people rely on territory wars for some of their gear and stuff. I mean, I don't care if they're getting carried or not. There's different levels of the game for people. It really does bother me a little bit. You know, you just did it suddenly out of the blue. Here you go. We're going to push Grand Arena. Now, if you want to highlight Grand Arena, fine. You don't take something away and then say, but, oh, by the way, we want you to focus more on this. I mean, who does that? It's a strange move. As a marketing campaign itself, it's a strange move. You know, and I can speak on this. It's my major. I look at it, I'm like, you don't take something away from folks and give them something else that doesn't correlate to the value that they're losing, even if it's in perspective. But the numbers say differently, because the numbers are saying that, you know, people that are not 85, that are not going to be able to do territory wars are cut out. People, and they even said this in this post, some people may get less rewards. You're not incentivizing people to want to play Grand Arena. It leaves a sour taste in their mouth. So there's already a negative connotation to what's happening with Grand Arena. I think Grand Arena is fine, and it's fine for what it is. But tying it all in together like this, I mean, sometimes CG makes moves that just it boggles my mind in so many different ways. You know, what if people don't like Grand Arena and don't want to do it? You know, again, they're forcing product down people's throats. They may not like it. Now, people who love it, great, but it still doesn't address the issue of the lack of Zetas and gear and currency that comes out of territory wars. You can say what you want, whether you like territory wars or not. That's another animal altogether. But don't tell me it's a time thing that you want us to. It's if there's bugs with territory wars, fine, fix it. Say that's a problem. But if you're going to take that away, and you're not going to give equal value to people that rely on that, especially if they can't even do Grand Arena, then I don't. And then higher players, so it won't be the same as Territory Wars. What the hell what are we doing? You want us to focus more on Grand Arena? You know, it just had its problems already in the exhibition where the first round didn't work. I mean, come on. There's got to be a smarter way of doing this. Anybody have thoughts on this?
I don't know. I like the break.
Yeah, but it's more in Grand Arena.
I don't really care about Grand Arena anyways, so.
Right, but I mean, some people do now because of the rewards, which are not comparable. You know, I see where you come from, Grim. That, you know,
I mean, like, to me, I like territory battles. That's my thing, because the rewards are amazing. But for like TW and this new arena, I don't think the rewards are worth the time that they want you to spend in them.
Anybody else?
Yeah, they just should have given us all the rewards in the inbox.
Yeah.
Called it a day.
Did we ever get our first Christmas gift box? I guess I was really naughty this year. I think was it supposed to be on the 12th? Yeah, you got the
3 avatar profile pics that
I didn't see that.
Boxes that will open probably on Christmas.
Oh.
And give you special freaking avatars that do absolutely nothing. Almost as good as the 3 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards.
I love the 3 Chewbacca clone shards. I think it's great. It's cheeky, but it's funny at the same time. I like a little cheekiness from CG once in a while. Okay, next question.
Nick Merck question. Hooray, I get a roster review today. Thanks so much, RSG. You brightened my day.
Hey, that's what we're here for. We love the community. We love you guys. We love giving you the best advice we can. We're not perfect, but we do the best we can. That's really why we do this, is for you guys. That's really why we... Yep. That's why we get up and put our pants on.
Glad to be of service.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it helps you and it makes a difference, you know, then that's what it's all about. And you guys support us by watching us. The least we can do is bust our ass and make sure we give you good advice.
Nick Burke question. Big shout out to Helenix from the GRDS, Darth Hideous, Liliana, and of course Grande from the Dark Lords.
Oh.
All of you folks went above and beyond to give my guild and I some great guidance.
Well, there you go. See?
I am so sorry.
Yeah, for Grande, yeah. Oh, hold on, let me take that back. Yeah, Grande.
Hey, man, try. You know, we work hard at it. We work hard.
You're coming in scratchy, Grande.
All right, I'll reconnect.
Yeah, reconnect, bud. All right, next question, please.
I thought we were waiting on Grande.
No, we don't care about Grande.
Paul Bracamonte, question: what do you think of Wicked Zeta?
I like it. I'm just waiting to do it. It's not a high priority Zeta. It's nice, what it does, but it's not a.
What?
It's not. It's
What does
that,
the Zeta do again?
Well, let's go look at it. I think it adds turn meter. I gotta look at it. I'm getting my Ewok Zetas mixed in my head now, so I don't want to say what it is without actually really looking at it, because I'm like, I've got so much Ewok crap in my brain right now. All right, Wicked
Whenever
Zeta.
Wicket scores a critical hit, all Ewok allies recover 4% health and 2% protection.
Yeah, it's good. It's really nice with the Ewoks, right? That's why I've got crit chance and damage and all kinds of crap all over Wicked. But in this bigger scheme of things of Zetas, unless you're going all in, and I mean all in on the Ewoks, then it's not a Zeta. For me, Chirpa Zeta, and a lot of people don't have like 97 like I do sitting there right now. For me, Chirpa Zeta is key. You've got to have that leadership Zeta. The other ones just add flavor, but it's not a be-all, end-all thing.
Yeah,
So-
I'd rather Zeta Logray than Wicket, really.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. His Zeta's, I mean, if you read the text, it's like Wicked, but a little extra oomph. So you got, while Logray is active, whenever an Ewok ally scores a critical hit, that ally gains health up for 2 turns. Then all Ewok allies with health up recover 10% health. So it doesn't heal protection, but it does give way more survivability than Wicked Zeta.
Yeah, and here's the nice thing about that is the heal that it gives is based off of after it puts the health up on there. So they get healed for more than they normally would.
Yeah, that's a lot of health up. Gosh.
It's nice. But yeah, Chirpa's the one. But again, let us tomorrow stream hold off on anything and everything that you're doing with your Ewoks. Let us go in there and get medieval and do what we do, and then we'll let you guys, know for sure, what the dilly is. That's really all that matters.
Yep.
Okay, next question.
Let's take one for the team before you do.
That's right.
Next one's from Sanely Red. Question: would Jedi Knight Revan be better on offense or defense against someone without Jedi Knight Revan asking for a friend?
You're facing someone without Revan, you said? Ooh.
Right.
I love it.
I like
Asking
defense
for
for that.
a friend. I love that. I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, I agree with Xylo. That would be a defensive team right there. If your opponent doesn't have Revan, they're going to be bashing their head against a brick wall trying to beat your
Agreed.
Revan defense team.
Agreed.
Star Rocks 923 Lego. Question: if I keep throwing $20 donations in chat, will you keep saying my name over and over?
That's how it works.
Yes, that's how it works.
Chupukaki.
Make it rain. Mike Brook. Question: evil Bastila is 4-star gear 8. Is she good to keep in my Shiv's led team?
Who led team?
Shivs, that's what it says.
Does anyone know what a Shiv's led team is?
I think it's a prison thing, Grant. I thought you'd be more
inclined
to know what that is more than any of us.
What was the question again, Sanely?
Evil Bastila is 4-star gear 8. Is she good to keep in my Shiv's led team?
I think he means either Palpatine or he means Traya. So
one would assume.
So gear 8 Bastila is okay. Yes. You can keep her in there. Probably more of an offensive team than a defensive team.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, Shiv is AKA for
Palpatine.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
That's it.
Eve.
What is it?
Sheev. That's his first. That's
Palpatine's first name is Sheev.
Oh.
Yeah. I plan on using Fallen Bastila under a Karth lead.
Yeah, it's Sheev, but it was spelled wrong, so that's what threw me off. Helenix, question for El Largo Delio, Signor Grande Papa Petroni. Did you catch last night's RSG Wednesday night stream? If so, how'd you like those 12 days of Christmas Twitter responses? If not, why?
They were good.
I've caught about half of it so far. I have not caught all of it because I was busy with family stuff last night and haven't had a chance to listen to it all. But I will definitely get there.
Ski Trooper, question, several tunes up against the stun gun wall. Who gets the next one I craft? Elder to go to 12, T3 to 10, Sunfac, or 5 to 9 for Fleet?
Elder, I think, at this point. Again, I'm telling you, you end up with every character stuck behind either a stun gun or a golden eyeball wall, or both. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
And that's why I'm like, if you're going to spend money in shipments, real hard cash, you spend it on eyeballs, or you spend it on freaking stun guns. Either way. And these are all the characters you need, too. These are like your tanks and your super leaders and your fleet people.
And your breakfast cereals.
Yeah, like all the characters that I want to finish are all locked behind the stun gun wall.
Exactly. Well, guess what? Your GP is what, 2.5? My GP.
I'm at 2.75.
Okay, you're at 2.75, and I'm at 4.75, and we have the same problem. So what does that mean is really the problem? The same freaking thing.
Yeah.
Bradzo Swagoh, question, will you accept subs on Magic Arena once it finally comes to Mac and iOS?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we're working on with that crap.
Doyason, question, I have invented a board game. I am hoping to get a Kickstarter early next year. Will you be willing to do a tabletop board game review?
Absolutely, I would.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hell yes.
Anybody's game ever. We'll beta test it.
You guys are still going?
We'll test it on the stream.
Yes, Finn!
What happens?
Damn it, I feigned that I need to be away for all this time, hoping I can come back and it be done, but apparently not.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Hey, Finny, when you're a big deal, she always asks you if you're still going. And the answer is always yes.
Oh my god.
Boom, baby!
Oh
Wow.
God.
And then that happened.
Next question, please.
Mike,
Isn't asking you if you're still going the equivalent of asking you, like, is it in? I don't know why you're still bragging about that.
Oh my god.
You're still going? Damn it, big deal. Just end it already.
God. Oh my god.
No, she's like, make it stop, please. That's what she's like.
Next question.
Mike Brook, question, personal question. My pee has a weird fragrance. Word on the street is you guys know about some cream or ointment. Help a brother out?
Yes.
Yep, don't eat asparagus.
Asparagus. Jinx.
And if you aren't eating asparagus and you have funky smelling pee, well, go get it checked out. You may have gonorrhea.
The gift that just keeps on giving.
I think he's talking about that Harry Carey ointment.
Well, if your pee smells funny, please.
Hey, you need one of them. You need one of them.
Grande and Grande, because they can be able to get you money.
No, it's called masculine. What is it? Massagale male douches.
All I know is Harry Carey has the gonosyphilia AIDS, and so.
No, that's just me hungover after Friday night, Grande.
That's just you hungover? Okay.
Nah, Massagale male douches.
Well, I got to tell you, how does Harry Carey feel after he's hungover on the clap to herp scale? Where does that land?
Well, if one means I don't feel anything, and 10 means like you.
On the clap to herp scale, where are we at?
Well, I think I'm about a 724 out of 10.
Okay, great.
That's why I take so much Vicodin.
It's definitely on the clap end of the scale then. Okay.
Yeah, antibiotics don't work on me anymore. I've become immune to antibiotics. Dr. Finn was like, try some amoxicillin. I'm like, please, I did that when I was 18.
He's past antibiotics. He's now on to phages. He's now on to experimental science.
Yeah, it's called alcoholism.
On how to fix his stuff. All right, next question.
The one question: I am preparing for the next Chewy event. Do I need to dump Omegas into all abilities or no? Currently going to use Boba, IG 88, Cad, Dengar, and Greedo. No boss yet.
Oof. No. I'm going to tell you right now, that's an uphill battle. You better plan to take the day off. You better plan to move all your arena mods onto your bounty hunters.
Well, it depends on what gear level he's at too with them. I don't know what gear he is.
You need boss.
It does not matter what gear level he is. He's going to have them suckers at like gear 9, gear 10, gear 11.
No, 11 plus. I mean,
and he's got to be relying on RNG.
It's going to take him 200 freaking tries.
Yeah, just
even
go.
With his best mods on.
I tried it, yeah, but I had a couple that were gear 9, so that did not help because it's about survivability. That's why they have to be gear 11 plus for the 7-star Chewy.
That's why you need Bosk.
Yeah, that boss is one of the key components of this. So, but it can be done. It has been done. If you have really high gear on those guys, you should be okay. You may have to do a couple rounds because.
He doesn't even have them all Omega, which means he's not rocking them at gear 11 and a half.
Well, he could have the gear and just been holding off on the Omegas. We don't know.
Maybe.
But I think their main abilities, like, Dengar's stealth and Bubba's execution thing, and, I mean, there's certain ones, there's specials and uniques that you want to look at. That
I would definitely say you're right. It's Boba Fett and Dengar.
Yeah, those are the two you really need.
But without a taunt, man. I mean, IG-88's going to die sometimes before he even gets a shot off.
Mm-hmm.
Greedo's going to die before he even gets a shot off. So that means now you're left with Cad Bane, Boba Fett, and freaking Dengar. And you're trying to take on 5v3, and your first 2 are dead. Let me tell you, if you get to the point where you're 5v3 and you haven't taken a turn yet, just start over. Just start over. You're not going to win that 5v3. That's going to be tough for him.
Yeah.
He's going to get a 6-star easy, but getting a 7-star,
that 6-star won't be a problem. But that's still pretty good. I mean, if you get 6-star Chewy, that's fine. But it's going to be that 7-star you're going to run into some problems. So try to have as high gear on them if you can. If you're not going to run boss, it's about survivability. And if
you're running Boba Fett lead, all the crosses are potency.
Mm-hmm. All right, next question.
Stoner Jedi question: why is Finn buying magic cards when he could be spending that in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes?
He's trying to spread the love.
Because I don't have to spend money in order to play Galaxy of Heroes, and I need to buy cards in order to play Magic.
Finn ain't playing.
Happy snap.
Damn, Finn, did you have a bowl of kiss my ass this morning? What's up?
Pork. Pork is the worst.
Shut up, Fed. Oh, God. All right, let's finish up so we can get this thing.
Next question.
Darth Bob, question: did anyone open a present yesterday, or were we all on the naughty list?
I was on the naughty list. I had to be on the naughty list.
I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
I'm always on the naughty list.
I got a rock.
Oh, I was naughty, baby.
Well, I got rank 1 rewards twice, once for ships and once for arena. Does that count? Oh, wait, that's every day.
Shut up, Grande. Christ.
Oh, and I think I got rank 1 in one of the raids, too, yesterday.
Yeah, great.
Bradzo Swgoh, question: did you guys already deploy defense on Grand Arena?
No, we're going to do that today.
I already did mine. I forgot about the stream, or we could have done it on stream.
Yeah, I haven't done mine either. Well.
Yeah, we're about to do that on the stream. We're going to do it live for you guys, and we're going to let you guys kind of look at our rosters and pick our teams. reliably decent teams. If you sit there and say, how about Cup?
You can pick whatever the hell you want for mine.
Well, yeah, not for me. Sorry. I'm going to be a little bit serious on mine, but then Finn will be the, let's go all blue. Let's do this. You can do whatever you want.
You guys want to do stupid stuff with my defenses?
Finn will be
right
Finn will be the dum-dum team.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, Finn, order a case and open it or it doesn't count.
Oh, snap.
Order a box? I have a box. That's what I was showing Grim. I have a box.
Okay,
see, that's what I was talking about, Finn, is like back in the day, back when I used to play, we'd get together and buy a freaking booster box and open them all then and there. Open
I saved
all like 40 packs right there.
Loki and I were planning on doing a draft at some point, so I need to save packs so we can do more of the. It's not draft; it's called sealed deck. So I need packs in order to do that. So I've been saving up some. So I opened some of the Core 2019. I bought individual packs of the Guilds of Ravnica, but the Core 2019, I have a box, and I opened up, I think, a total of 6 packs so far. So I still have enough for like 3 games.
Okay. I wonder if anyone either here or watching remembers Magic the Gathering back before they did the prize tournaments, where they did the anti-tournaments, or anti, where the prize was you won a card from your opponent's deck.
Oh, yeah. I remember those. Those were fun. They were also creepy as hell. Nobody was playing
Dude,
without
you shuffled your deck, you cut it, and the top card was the card you were playing for.
Yeah.
I won a Mox Ruby that way.
Next question.
Bing Skymaster, question, what did everyone set on defense in Grand Arena?
We're going to show you at the next stream. Next question.
Helenix, question for Ranger. Okay, I've delivered the rocket launcher you requested. Being that Saturday is a charity stream, can we watch you blow up Finn on Saturday? Or are you so excited with your new toy you will blow him up now live on this lunch stream instead? Hashtag rocket launcher for the win.
So, yeah. I mean, we're gonna need something. We're gonna have to. Well, yeah, we're gonna need something a little bit more than a rocket launcher because it's been proven that Finn cannot be killed by mortal means. So we're gonna have to go some like holy water, stake in the heart.
We're gonna have to go full jihad. You're right.
No, not jihad. It's more, exorcism. Diablo fighting the devil kind of thing, because he's going to try to trick us with his cutesy little smile and stupid porgs and Ewoks, and so we'll need holy water and oil to
full dark force. Then,
I mean, we're going to we're just going to light him on fire with goodness.
Okay.
Man, you guys are all overthinking this. All it'll take is just one poison Twinkie and he's done.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, it's true.
The power of porgs compels.
Or he'll drown in the shower like a certain someone did on another person's stream.
Oh no! Jesus Christ!
Water my own weakness.
3 inches of sewer water, death. I swear, that's the stupidest thing ever. And then the other guy going, "Oh, this looks delicious." Like, no. God.
That was a great stream, Sanely.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's finish this up.
Andrew Sweeney, question, am I the only person in the game who had no idea there was a Grand Arena going on until today? There was a pop-up announcing it, I guess, but mine didn't show anything.
In other words, he missed it. Yeah, it did not pop up like how it should have. I have to go through and just check everything, because if I don't, I got to go back sometimes and check. I'll forget freaking that shipment switched over.
You got to look on the right side. Yeah, you got to look on the right side of the screen for the notifications. That's where I always look first thing in the morning. Okay, what's up? Well, okay, events, Grand Arena, territory battle. Okay, I got it. So that's really your best bet, because they're not sending us messages saying reminder. So that's your only reminder is those little icons on the right side. So I feel you, brother.
Mock question, which capital ship and team should be placed on defense in Grand Arena?
Depends on what you have. I can't answer that without knowing what you got.
Yep.
There's no be-all, end-all thing.
The one question this is in regards to his previous question about putting omegas on his bounty hunters. He's just trying to unlock Chewie. He's not trying to.
Oh well, yeah, you'll be fine.
You don't need omegas. You don't need omegas.
Don't worry about the omegas. Don't worry about the omegas. Don't worry about the zetas. Just go in and try it. You'll probably get it. You might have to swap some mods around. Do not put omegas and zetas on for anything less than a 7-star. We can always do it next time. Next question.
That was the last question.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, guys, thank you for hanging out. Maybe a little bit over time, an hour and a half. So, I'm going to shout out one of my boys, one of our sponsors. He's amazing, does the D&D campaign with us, Corinth. Why am I shouting out Corinth? Because I just got in the mail a new giant tower that he put together himself and has sent us here.
What?
So we can start doing some amazing streaming for you guys.
Awesome.
Corinth is the man. I want to make sure that he gets the credit that he deserves. He did not have to do this. I actually tried to talk him out of doing this, but he decided to do it anyway. He always had a way of like, no, man, you don't have to do it. Like, no, it's not a problem. So I just got that in the mail. So I have to go through and start ripping this giganticus box open. So, if you see better quality streams, one person you guys should thank, and that is Corinth. He put this together from scratch with the best parts that he thought. He's the computer guy, not me, so don't ask me the specs on this thing. I have no idea. I'm probably going to electrocute myself putting it together. So we got some really amazing stuff, and that's because of the great viewers like Corinth. We love him. He's amazing. I really appreciate him. I can't even express into words him doing something like this. Because he had told us a while ago he was going to do something like this, and I was like, you don't have to do that, you know. But he really wanted to, and that's why we love him. So, guys,
the new Death Star is operational.
It's fully armed in operation of battle station. Apprentice choke silo. Guys, give us a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Dr. Finn, are you there? Or are you still jerking around with your magic shit?
No, I'm here. I didn't have to go for magic stuff. I actually had somebody come that was supposed to do work on our gutters, but he never called that he was coming, so he came, and I'm like, yeah, let's just do it now, because I don't need to wait another few months for it to come.
So, Dr. Finn, when are we doing the, what time are we starting? Because we only got like 3.5 hours before this event starts.
You want to go now? As soon as we're done?
Yeah, we can flip it over. So, give us a few minutes to flip over and stuff, and then we'll get right into the grand
If you
arena.
want, we can just continue this one. I don't really care.
You want to just do it on the lunch stream?
We can just continue the lunch stream.
Well, no, people were expecting an event, so let's just stop. And
all right, fine.
It takes a minute. Give us a few minutes, guys. Be ready. We're going to flip over and start doing the Grand Arena event. I mean, because people will be confused. Like, I was waiting for the Grand Arena event. You guys never did. You know that's going to come, Finn. So
fine.
Yeah, I know. It's a pain in the ass. God help you. All right, so we're going to stop this. We're going to flip over. We're going to do the Grand Arena stuff for you guys. And then, Dr. Finn, we got the tower. We got a lot of work ahead of ourselves tonight. Well, I do. You just get to sit there and yell at me, you and Corinth. So, no, okay. Ranger, that doesn't go there. But I want to put... No! Alright, so subscribe, like the channel, check out our Patreon, all that good stuff. So...
Hey, the American Cancer Society.
Yeah, we got the big stream coming up Saturday. We've been pimping the hell out of it. So get ready. 12 hours of pure madness to get you guys to donate and support the American Cancer Society. Got a ton of great stuff. If you haven't checked out the Tiltify, please do. So, yes, Hideous, god damn it. There's other people that watch it or not watch it now. God dang, he just likes to poke me, doesn't he?
Who's Darth Hideous?
One of our boys. We love Hideous.
Isn't he the new Darth Mini Grande?
You know,
we are close friends, that's for sure.
Yeah, Hideous is a good guy. He sure likes to poke that out of me sometimes. Like, I'm not kidding you, Hideous. Like, yes, Hideous, for other people that might be wanting to be waiting on that stream, this is why we're doing it. Damn it. Hideous. All right, so we'll guys check in the flip side. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Peace.